What is going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video here in Montreal, Canada, in the train station. Got a special guest with me who's going to join me for a little bit before he heads to another city. You might know who he is. Check him out.
Hey, Action Kid. I'm about to board a train to Quebec City. My voice is still suffering from an illness I had like over a week now, but it's getting better.
Getting better, yeah. Well, that's good. You gotta. It sucks to be sick and traveling around, right?
Made the best of it anyway.
Yeah, you did a lot. Now you're gonna film more in Quebec City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just ran in. Can you believe it? People from Jersey, New York, running into each other in Canada, but that's how small the world is. So we're gonna stroll around a little bit, and then I'll figure out what else to do. So let's do it. Is this the one you're gonna take?
Yeah, via rail.
Via rail, yeah. I guess this is like the Amtrak, but of Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's actually my first time looking at this train station, and so far it's so beautiful. It's small, but there's a lot of things to do. And what I like is that it connects with the underground city, so you can get anywhere without having to go above ground and avoid the cold weather. So pretty beautiful so far. Just to have an idea, this is the train that will take you to Quebec City. About 6 stops. And it says like 3.5 hours?
Yeah, 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours, wow. Proves you how big Quebec is and how big Canada is.
It's $160 for the ticket.
You pay 160 bucks?
160, yeah.
Round trip or one way?
One way.
Also from Quebec, you're flying back to the States?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So that was Action Kid. And for those who don't know who he is, definitely check out his channel, link down below. He does a lot of walking tours around New York City, Florida, Montreal, and now he's expanding his channel all over, so definitely check him out. It was really nice to catch up with him for a bit. Now he's heading to Quebec City, and I'm looking forward to see his videos. So 3 years ago, I came to this beautiful city, Montreal, and I fell in love with the city and the architecture. Then I said I had to come back. So finally, the time has been back, and I'm really excited to be in the city. So you guys know I'm a huge fan of architecture, and that brings me up here to Montreal. Montreal is probably one of the nicest cities in North America with impressive architecture. This is the modern downtown, but if you go to the older downtown, you're gonna love it. This is that vibe like if you're in Europe or something. But I'm gonna walk around the park over here to show you a cathedral, a really beautiful cathedral on the outside. So this is the beautiful cathedral right here in Montreal. Basilique Mary Reine. Last time I came to Montreal, this was one of the first stops I did. You can go in and walk around. And it's surrounded by the downtown. Impressive architecture with the modern architecture right here. Then they even got like a little plaza in the nighttime. Since we're in Christmas, they put a couple of Christmas lights, but this is a beautiful structure of architecture right here. Now I'm walking around this plaza, and they got a decoration over here. If you walk in the nighttime, it lights up, and it kind of looks like a roller coaster or like a Ferris wheel, but it's just like a circle over here shaped up. You can see that. Then in the back you see Mount Royal Park and the beautiful architecture going on over here. Anti-Plaza Business Center. Yeah, pretty fun park. One cool thing about Montreal is that they have like an underground city that connects with different streets over here, especially with the cold weather. Here you see like an example, it's a gallery, I guess it's like a mall, a food court, then it connects with different metro stations and a sort of underpassage going on around the city. So we call it like the RESO. And it's believed to be the largest underground city in the whole world, so it's pretty much like a good idea. And this is a circle right here. Pretty interesting, a nice shot. And the mountain is right in the back. Now I'm gonna make it to one of the main streets out here in downtown Montreal, St. Catherine Street. And it's a street where it's covered with a lot of stores, restaurants. That's where all the action is happening. Even in the nighttime, it's light up pretty beautiful. So let's walk forward. There's also like a couple of malls like the Eden Center. You can go in the mall, they got the Time Out Market, and it connects with the underground city. So we're gonna walk around and see what's going on in the downtown to see. I made a little detour in one of the malls to warm myself up and show you a little bit of what's going on. This is one of the malls. It's multi-level, and then if you go all the way underground, you can walk underneath and connect with other buildings and the underpassage. So it's a pretty smart idea for the brutal winters here in Canada. I walked the underpassage and here I'm connecting from one mall to another one. It's This is the Eden Center right here. You can see underground. If you go underground, connects you with other streets, so this is pretty interesting. I made it here to the main street, St. Catherine Street, and a pretty busy street as you can see. All the malls, a lot of traffic jam here connected, a lot of business going on over here, so pretty beautiful to walk around. I like how they maintain the sidewalk, but no matter what, in Montreal it looks like there's always construction going on. You got some of the malls that connects with the underground city, got more across the street. And you got the bus from Montreal. Then this at nighttime it lights up, so it gives it like a nice vibe here in the city of Montreal. So you can see ahead of me some skyscrapers are popping up. It's like construction everywhere. Mixed with architecture, then you got a cathedral over here. This is mostly like the financial area of Montreal, but not too far from here they got a university, McGill University, and I think it's pretty big. And then one of the top attractions, Mont Royal, is not far from here, where people go hiking all the way up and to get like an impressive view of the city of Montreal. I did that last time I came here. There was a lot of snow on the ground, but it was totally worth it, like a good workout, and you get the whole view of the city. This is the entrance of the university right here. McGill University, the college. I guess you could just walk through, but I'm not gonna go in, but still you have an idea. Then got the heart of the downtown right here that connects literally with everything. And one thing I like about this downtown compared to Manhattan or New York City is that it's like a medium size. It's not really big, so you can walk from one side to another one with no problems, and a different contrast from one street from another one. So as you start going up the hill, you can see some really nice architecture over here, like the old buildings. And as you guys know, I'm a fan of the old architecture. And over here too. But I like how clean the streets are and pretty wide. Not too far from here is a street called Sherbrooke Avenue, and it's famous for the mansions, the lovely houses, pretty wealthy area. So I'm gonna see if I can make it there and show you guys a little bit. As I walk in this neighborhood, it kind of gives me a little vibe like if I'm in the Upper East Side, Upper West Side. But with all the quietness, you can see the condos, the high-rise buildings over here. You can tell this is actually like an upscale area, but still really beautiful. And it's crazy how you got to do a lot of hiking here to get up. So this is actually Sherbrooke Road, and you can start seeing like the beautiful architecture over here. And then if you go over that way, they got like some beautiful houses. Nice church. Also like a lot of high-rise buildings over here all combined together. But yeah, like I said, it's a pretty interesting city and a lot of things to do, like a lot of types of neighborhoods for you to explore over here. And this street over here is pretty interesting too. It's called Crescent Street. And as you walk down, you see beautiful architecture with a lot of restaurants and business, and especially in the nighttime, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna show you what's happening. So one of the main streets that pops up when you Google Montreal is this one over here. Got the beautiful architecture, then a mural over there ahead of me. It's pretty lovely. But just look at the details. Yeah, pretty beautiful street. A lovely street. We got like a chocolate bar over here, espresso. Now I came here with my best friends Justin and Brooke, trying to remember which bar that we went. We went to a bar around here and we had a drink. We had architecture in this tiny street. Is beautiful. And then this over here is really Montreal. So I made it back again, St. Catherine Street, and you can see how they decorate this plaza over here with the Christmas lights. And they got the beautiful architecture here mixed with the old ones. Then you got the public transportation, then you got a cathedral over there with this beautiful architecture over here. Wow, you heard that? Then they decorated this thing over here like for the Christmas where people can play. And they usually put this ahead, then you knock all of them down. Like the other days at night, I was walking and I saw the people having a blast with it. Makes you feel like a little kid. But now I'm gonna walk to the other side to see what's going on, then make my way to the older part of the downtown of Montreal where they got some impressive architecture. Then this area over here is the entertainment district around, and last time I came, it was like in March, and they did like a winter festival called Montreal en Lumiere, which was really packed. So it looks like they, since the last time I came here, they developed the area. Like I see a lot of things going on. Like the street is pretty much fixed. They got a market here, but it seems like it's closed. And yeah, in the nighttime it's beautiful too, because like the lights that come up pretty nice. Yeah, I'm just walking and exploring around. There's a complex over there. If you go on the inside, it's beautiful, and they got a connection with the underground city. So little shame that this market is closed unless they got an hour to open, but then they got things going on. I got to come back in the nighttime to see what's happening around here. But like all of this, the lights, you can see myself over there. Pretty beautiful. And it's really cool to see how they celebrate Christmas in other cities. I'm so used to seeing how they do it in New York City, but really cool to see what's happening around here. And yeah, I really love I think they renovated this. It looks like it's pretty much developed iceberg. So they got this over here, the iceberg, and you can walk underneath that. That's pretty cool. So this is like another complex, another mall, and look how beautiful they got it decorated over here. Wow. Trees, everything, just amazing. Made it here to the Chinatown, Montreal, which is not pretty big, but pretty interesting street to walk. So like I said, it's been a minute, so I'm gonna check to see what's going on. Usually it's like this main street, and I think another alleyway with restaurants, a couple of shops. So let's see what's happening. Here you see it, we got a couple of restaurants. This one's Vietnamese. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Chinatown in Philadelphia. Like it has the arc in the street. So it doesn't compare to the one in New York City, which is pretty huge. It looks like it's a slow day here. They got like fried chicken. And then one thing about Montreal is that it gets dark pretty early, like 4 o'clock. Like 4:10, it's already, I'm not gonna say like pitch black, but it gets like pretty dark. So trying to rush to go to the old part to show you what's going on before it gets dark. Then they got this main street, and they got like an alleyway over here to my right. And they got like more going on, but it looks pretty slow today. And then they got like a boba tea. I'm a fan of boba tea. And I guess they got some pastries over here. You can see from the outside it smells pretty fresh too, so wow, look at those. Look pretty good. Actually, Action Kid, who you met in the beginning, he ate in a restaurant over here. I think it was called like Pho New York or something like that. And he said it was pretty good, you know, cash only, but I'm a fan of pho. So maybe after I do my walk in the other side by the older downtown, maybe I'll come back and eat over here. Probably, you know, you get some affordable eats. But yeah, it's pretty good to walk around. I'm gonna walk around this alley to see what's happening. Then you got the alley over here. I think they developed the last time I came here. It was a little bit different. They got more things happening over here, more restaurants, more shops. So there's a lot of options or whatever you crave. Hey, what's up? A lot of options of what you're craving. Then they got like reflexology. 101. I like how they develop the street like this, you know. So this city never stops to impress me, you know, with the architecture, with the options that they have. Taiwanese fruit tea is like a boba tea spot. And they got like more over here. I guess this is like pastries. Let me see what's happening over here. Wow. They're pretty good in Canton. And I like how clean it looks, like pretty nice and organized. And then here you start seeing beautiful architecture. So here I am approaching the old downtown. So far I can see the Notre Dame Cathedral, just like the one they got in Paris. They got their own version here in Montreal. So we're gonna walk forward to see what the neighborhood has to offer. So far, it looks like it's a pretty quiet day. And I'm not sure what's going on with this building, but I see a lot of police over there, and it's like barricaded. So maybe somebody special here in Quebec is coming. Yeah, looks like they're doing some renovations here to the church. But let's see, this is a beautiful neighborhood where really beautiful architecture, so we're gonna go check it out. So this is it over here, and I just can't get enough of how gorgeous this is over here. The view, the cathedral, and then you're gonna walk around the streets and you see all this old architecture over here. Just beautiful. I imagine in the summertime must be like an adventure too, so let's walk a little bit around and see what can we find. We are walking some of the streets of the older part of Montreal. Got a lot of souvenir shops decorated with a beautiful architecture, but I'm gonna make my way into other streets to see what can I find. Probably one of the main reasons why I came back to Montreal, which is the old downtown, and it preserves like all this old architecture over here. It's good to have the whole street to yourself, and they got the cobblestones, everything, you know, it's just amazing. And then one day I'm gonna have to make my way to Quebec City. I heard it's really gorgeous, like the architecture. I'm pretty sure in the nighttime it's beautiful over here too. And since we're close to the water, I think it feels a little bit colder over here, but so far I don't mind it. I'm loving exploring around here. Pretty beautiful. Look at this beauty. And I guess because of the weather, you don't see too much crowd, but I'm gonna assume that in the spring or the summertime, this place is probably gonna be jam-packed. So definitely I gotta come back when the weather is gorgeous to experience, you know, the real vibe over here. So this building to my left is actually a market. I remember when I came a couple of years ago with Justin and Brooke, we went in here and there was like a bar in one of the floors where you could get the view of the waterfront. And it was pretty nice. But I walk inside and it's pretty dead. But I guess at some point it's good because you got the whole place to yourself. I'm gonna try to walk a little back, capture probably like the main attraction of this neighborhood, and then I'm gonna wrap up this video of me walking around the beautiful city of Montreal. The waterfront is over here, and they got a huge Ferris wheel, which I rode it the last time I came here. And over here, all the view of the beautiful old downtown with the architecture. They even got a little bit of Christmas decoration. They got the Christmas decoration. Pretty standard, pretty simple, but it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think this might be the city hall that they're renovating over here. And I'll give you a 360 view of what's going on. Like I say, it's probably getting close to 4 o'clock and you can start seeing it's getting dark. So that was on my video exploring this beautiful city of Montreal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.